A doctrinal emphasis that you are very likely to find in these churches is, oddly enough, a doctrinal point that is not actually required by any of our approved doctrinal statements. When it comes to the question of eschatology, what will happen at the very end of the world, the only thing that the universal church has agreed on thus far is that Jesus Christ will one day return in power and glory to judge the quick and the dead. When it comes to all the particular details surrounding and leading up to that glorious event, the broader church has not yet reached a consensus. Some denominations are premillennial dispensationalists, some are historical premill, some are amillennial, and so on. Someone once joked that the millennium is 1,000 years of peace that Christians like to fight about. Although it is not a doctrinal requirement in these churches, our pastors and our church leaders are overwhelmingly postmillennial. This is an odd doctrinal position in our day, but there was a time in history of the Reformed Church when it was much more commonplace, and in this we are simply returning to our historic roots. What it means in broad outlines is that we believe that the preaching of the gospel in the world will be powerful, effective, fulfilling, and that the nations will come to Christ in order to be discipled by him. And that a golden era of human history will ensure. And that after, this is where the post comes from, the Lord Jesus will return to destroy the last enemy, which is death. If you are not accustomed to this sort of thing, and you attach yourself to a church like ours, the optimism might take some getting used to. When you used to see some outrage on the evening news, you would tell a friend that it's a mark of the last days. And what should we expect? But now, you have friends telling you that the bad guys can't keep this kind of folly up forever, and it will soon be time for us to make our move. As was mentioned just above, this is not a doctrinal requirement for our church leaders, and still less for the members of our churches, but it would be fair to say that this has become a significant part of the culture in which these churches engage in.